Hey, good evening, everybody. A couple of days ago, I said that I might put out a video about a thought that the Lord had given me while we were going up to Mount Washington a couple of weeks ago. And this thought really is to the church, to the spirit-filled believer. If you're not filled with the Spirit, you're not really going to get this. But Mount Washington is really the largest mountain in the northeast coast of America. And we got the opportunity to go up to the top of the summit. Again, I did not climb it because at this time I'm unable to. However, we went up by train, and that was an exciting time. It was fun. While we were up there, it was in the 20s. It was very, very cloudy, very windy, and it was just kind of treacherous weather up there. My understanding while there, we learned that Mount Washington is known for weather to change in just a moment. So climbers can be at the ground and it be in 75 degrees, 80 degrees, and they start the trek up the mountain, and by the time they get even close to being to the top, they can come to a blizzard. It could be a blizzard. There have been many climbers who've had to turn away after starting climbing because of the weather. Mount Washington also is known for the worst weather that's been measured by man on top of a mountain summit. It's like the lowest temp has been like negative 48 degrees. The worst wind that has been measured there is like 270 something miles per hour. So it can be extreme weather on the top of Mount Washington. But while we were driving home, Abigail was asleep in the car, and the Lord began to talk to me that He is calling His church to higher heights. He's calling me to higher heights. He wants us to go to higher heights with Him. We go up to the top of those higher heights, to the summits of these mountaintops and these mountaintop experiences. We can see greater things. We can see more in the Spirit. We can hear His voice better. However, the climb to the top, it takes some sacrifice. It takes some dedication, and you're going to come against some strong storms. You're going to come against some things that could potentially make you feel lost or make you feel disoriented. But if we can listen to the voice of God and continue to hear His calling as He beckons us to the top of the mountain, there could be a blizzard blowing. But if we would listen to His voice, He can get us to the top. And once we get there, He knows He can trust us with those special giftings, those giftings in the Spirit, that intercession that you've never experienced before. He can trust us with the great gifts of the Spirit, because He knows that we listen to His voice. When we think of the story or the illustration of Abraham and Isaac, and He's dedicating Isaac in Genesis chapter 22, I believe, and the Lord says, I want you to sacrifice Isaac. And so he goes up, and he's going up to the mount, and he gets to a certain point, and he says, okay, no longer can anybody else come with me. Now it's just me and Isaac. We're going to go up and worship the Lord. And the Lord said that the mountaintop experience is not for just anybody. It's not for everybody. It's only for those who are willing to sacrifice some things, lay some things on the altar, and trust the Lord to bring you to the top. And Abraham went and lay down Isaac, and if you know the story, the Lord said, don't hurt him. And he gave a sacrifice, but he said, but this now I know that you you love me. Now I know that I can trust you with the inheritance. Now I know that I can trust you with the blessings. And because of that, I'm going to bless you and your family and your descendants. I'm going to bless you greatly. The Lord is calling the church, the Spirit-filled church, to higher heights. And when we lay down some sacrifices and we trust the Lord, even in the middle of our storms as we go, and again, as we get higher, the greater the storm, but the greater the view. The higher the height, the crazier the storm. However, the best views, it's going to be from heaven's point of view. Now you're going to be able to see differently. You're going to be able to hear differently. You're going to see the way he sees. You can hear the way he hears. If we can just listen to the voice of God in the middle of the storm, we're going to higher heights. God bless you. Thanks for listening. May the Lord continue to bless you.